AI is a better writer than you, so you better just get used to it. At least, that's what the non-writing world at large seems to think. It's why freelance writers are losing clients. It's why we're seeing published books, literal hardbacks, where the so-called human author has accidentally left in the notes from the AI tool that actually wrote the story for them. But there is a way to use AI writing. I found it, and today I'm going to show you. AI writing first had a noticeable impact on my life in around April 2023. That was the last time one particular arm of my freelance business brought in any income. And whether you're a new or established writer, whether professional or writing purely for the joy of doing so, you cannot fail to have noticed that the world of writing changed for everyone around that time. Your computer can now spit out, or in my opinion, vomit up, a spelling and grammar perfect piece of prose in a few seconds. It takes less time for the bot to write the piece than it did for you to open the tool in the first place. And that's a worry, because it leaves us thinking, is there really still a place for human writers in the world? Well, not only do we still have our place, but there's one genuinely excellent way of using AI in our writing, which I discovered when exploring the technology as it emerged. It's perfectly normal to feel a little fear when it comes to AI writing, but we're going to turn it to our advantage. Before we go on with today's topic, if you like calm, reassuring guidance, I share more of it in my weekly newsletter. It's another space for ideas and reflections that help you start building your first readers. If that feels useful, you can find it on Substack by going to writingontheinternet.com. And it's completely free. Let's get back to it. So, what did I find? Exactly what I expected. And then, well, something else. I did experiment with it a little when I realised that other authors were giving it a try. The result was a 200-word AI prompt into which I could insert today's idea and see what it came up with for a script or draft. It didn't take me too long to realise that the resulting output was just the standard grey bilgewater that I was starting to see elsewhere, from people who were genuinely relying on it for their material. So, I threw it in the bin, right? Well, no. Once I'd got the prompt working exactly how I wanted it to, I changed the place where I ran it. Instead of pasting it into an online AI writing bot, I use it on myself. That prompt sheet was so effective in helping me to shape an outline that it became the outline I use for nearly all my written work. As I wrote what we're discussing today, I went through the prompt step by step, just like an AI bot would have done. But the words and phrasing are mine. You know, an actual human. So if you fancy having a muck about with AI tools for your writing, don't let me stop you. What's the worst thing that can happen? You fall to temptation and actually use the beige bilge it churns out, deliberately designed to be the average of what 8 billion people would produce. But the best thing, you find that it encourages you to think about your ideas and outlines in a new and more effective way. And you genuinely end up saving a bunch of time. Today's successful writer is often a product of the systems they've put in place. Systems that make the process easier, more efficient, and often just a little more enjoyable too. So, feel free to give this technique a spin. And never forget, the AI bot is trying to be like you. Just like Sauron, all his will is bent upon it. But AI will never feel the joy of a hobby. It will never reap the rewards of leisure time. And it can't chat to its friends about that cool new thing that just came out. Write about that. If starting to write online about your hobbies and interests feels bigger than it should, grab my free New Writer Bundle. It gives you a year's worth of prompts, ready-to-use headline ideas, and simple readability tips. So you're off to a flying start. It's there to lower the friction and help you take a first step that actually feels doable. The link's in the description, or go straight to free.writingontheinternet.com. Cheers.